5.
Slightly either. They sent the current world champion, Olga Bicharova, and 5 other gymnasts that could be her clone. It should be tight if both teams hit, so we'll just have to see.
As you can see, the USSR women took the early lead in the team competition, 48.45 to 48.05, with the help of a dynamic performance on vault by the petite Valentina Shkoda. She's 14 years old from Moscow. She scored a 9.8 on this very fine effort. And now we move on to the uneven bars. And for the United States, from Reading, Pennsylvania, 16-year-old Michelle Goodwin.
Michelle has one of the most difficult mounts in the competition. It's called an Arabian. She does a round off onto the board where she hits backwards, goes up in the air, makes a half twist in a flipping position, and catches that high bar. Extremely difficult. Timing is critical. Beautifully done. Almost over-rotates it there. There's a hex with a half. Barely catches that high bar, but she does it perfectly. Right to her fingertips. Into a handstand. Good position. Full twist stomach whip. Somi to the high bar. One difficult move after the next. Hip to the high bar. Get ready for a dismount now. Right to the handstand. Soul circle on. Front with a half. Beautiful routine.
Michelle Goodwin. And the crowd loves it. And so do her teammates. And no wonder, 9.85. Now for the Soviet Union on the uneven bars, this is Olga Mostapanova, listed as 14 years of age from Moscow.
And Jeff, one of the great things about the Soviet team is their form. It's just the execution of each move is so technically perfect. Doing giants now. Those legs very rarely separate. Back, reverse hecht over the bar. Beautifully done. Very much in control. There's a delta. Right into a clear hip there on the low bar. Double leg shoot through. Beautifully done so far. Each move is stretched completely. Getting ready for a dismount now. Way over the top bar. 3 hips, right with a half twist. Very nicely done.
Olga Mostapanova. A fine performance on the uneven bars. Let's congratulations here from her coach. Let's take a look at the dismount.
On this clear hip, right here, she'll shoot those legs way up to the ceiling, hips right way over the top bar, makes the half twist. Very well done.
Very well done indeed. A 9.85 for Olga Mostapanova. And this competition is very close. We'll be back with more on the uneven bars in just a moment.
Your competition. Trace starts out with a clear hip, right to a handstand, half turn, release, catch the high bar. So far moving very well. She has many innovative moves. Hit her feet just slightly on the bar, not too big a deduction. Clear hip to a handstand, toe on, full twist off. A little short on the landing, but not bad. Good routine.
Tracy Calavera with a strong performance on the uneven bars. Waiting now for the score. And here it is, a 9.80 for Tracy Calavera. And she seems happy herself with that performance. And now for the Russians, Olga Bicharova. She's listed as being 15 years of age from Moscow. She's 4 feet 6 inches tall, weighs 66 pounds, and has a face that ought to be on the ceiling of a church. She is the current all-around world champion.
Her form is impeccable, just like her teammates. And like the United States, the Russians cannot sit back and take it easy, even if they are a world champion. They have to compete hard, and she'll do that right here. This opening move. Somi right to the high bar, beautifully done. Stalter, half twist. You should go right to the handstand, a little bit of separation in the legs there. Straddle back over the low bar. Moving well. Her hip handstand, giant swing. Looks like she's just kind of playing around on the bar a little bit there. Got with a half twist. Someone needs dismount.
Olga Bicharova, all 4 feet 6 inches of her, 66 pounds on the uneven bar. Considering her weight and height, it's remarkable. One of the judges this afternoon is Ludmila Teresheva, a 3-time Olympian. Now let's take a look at Olga's dismount.
Olga has a good dismount here, but her legs separate just slightly as she goes up here in the air. Feet shoot out, they separate, but a good dismount.
A 9.60, and the world champion is finding the competition rather difficult this afternoon. And now for the United States, this is Julianne McNamara, one of our leading women gymnasts. She's 16 years of age, but a veteran in international competition.
She begins with a mount that she invented. It's called the McNamara mount. It's a mixed grip, shoots right to a handstand, takes an incredible amount of strength. Right here. Right to the handstand. Beautiful. What amplitude. Giant swing, barely any arch in her back. Eagle grip. Swing right over the low bar. What control. Every time I see her, I'm so amazed at how good she is. Whoops, little break there. Slight pause. Great strength, however. She'll get credit for extra risk and originality. Beautiful.
On lead in the women's competition with this 9.85 performance on the balance beam. She helped the women retake a slight lead over the USA, and the score going into the floor exercise is the USSR 145.6, the USA 145.3. And here she is, the all-around leader, Valentina Shkoda.
And Valentina is a tough little competitor. She starts out immediately with her first tumbling run, which is a double pike, gets lots of speed here. Very nicely done. Perfect position in the air. And she shows a lot of personality here. Real crowd pleaser. You know, even when she's not in competition or on the apparatus, she shows personality. Very talkative to her teammates. Get ready for a second tumbling run now. It's a layout with a half twist, and she'll go right into a double twist. There it is. Once again, very well done. Big command out there. One great thing about the Soviet team is they always manage to get that audience on their side. Great choreography. She hasn't stopped moving. Lots of energy. She'll need lots of endurance for her last tumbling run. Double twist. Moving so well right now. Let's see if she can hit this ending. Perfect. Good routine. Look at the glitter on the eyes, too.
Yeah, she's glittering. Valentina Shkoda, 14 years of age, 4 feet 6 inches. Look at this, a standing ovation for her. All 62 pounds of her. She's the lightest gymnast on the floor. She's won a national junior championship in the all-around, but to win one in international competition would be quite an achievement for this youngster. 9.85, and they're going to have to catch her. Valentina Shkoda of the Soviet Union. And now for the United States, the veteran Kathy Johnson, 21 years of age. She has been a member of the national team every year since 1976.
Very dramatic opening. Starts with a double pike. Right on. Kathy rarely breaks in form.
A little Russian music, too.
That's from when she performed in the World Championships. Kathy changes her routine quite often. She enjoys the change. Keeps everything interesting. 1.5 twists to a full. She was out slightly. I don't know if the judges caught that or not. Kathy spends a great deal of time on her ballet practice. Every day before she goes on the apparatus, she spends some time just on the ballet bar, warming up. I think a lot of our gymnasts in this country could take notice as to how determined Kathy has been to work on her dance and do the same. Spends a lot of time there. It's always nice nice to have the audience on your side, too. Aerial cartwheel. Lots of endurance needed for this last tumbling run. Round-off flip-flop. Double twist. Very nicely done. You can see a slight smile on Kathy's face. She's done a nice exercise.
Another standing ovation. Kathy Johnson, a lady from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let's take a look in slow motion and see if she did step out of bounds, Kathy.
Well, you know, Jack, usually the judge lifts her hand in the air to tell the other judges if she stepped out, and there was no sign like that, so maybe they didn't even notice. Looked like she was just on the line there.
Apparently not, because she got a 9.9, a marvelous score for Kathy Johnson. Now for the United States, Tracy Talavera coming into this final event, second in the all-around. She needs a 9.95 to go ahead.
And if Tracy can get by this first tumbling run and do it well, she has a good chance to do that. She starts out with a double pipe. Critical move for Tracy. She's had trouble with it in the past, but has nailed it in the very last competition she was in. So let's see if she can do it here. Round-off flip-flop. Double pipe. Whoops. Big break there. 5/10 of a point. Hard move for Tracy. She either holds onto it too long or not long enough. Timing needs to be improved. Front flip, round-off flip-flop, full twist. That's got to be very discouraging for Tracy. She's missed that in past competition, and I'm sure she'd like to get as much experience with it, though, before the Olympics. Going to change of pace now. And here's her last tumbling run. Round-off flip-flop, double twist. Too bad she had that break, but the rest of the routine was good.
Tracy Talavera, obviously disappointed with her floor exercise. Let's take a look in slow motion at the problem she had, Kathy.
After Tracy's back handspring, you'll see that she has a lot of lean in her back. Right here. And she goes way back, and it causes a lot of speed, and she over-rotates. If she went a little higher, she wouldn't have had that problem.
A fine performance, except for that one mistake, and it probably will cost her, yes, a 9.25, and that's not going to help the United States team score. But we still have a very close competition. She is third and all around coming into the floor exercises.
She could really do it on this event. She begins with a full-in double back. One of the most difficult moves in the competition. Soviet gymnasts are very expressive. Each move counts. Okay, here goes. Full in, double back. Right to her knees. There's going to be a deduction for that. At least 2 or 3 counts. They are rewarded for doing extra risk and originality. There's a 1.5 twist to a full twist. A little bit low on both those moves. Dive to a handstand. You can see they take a little rest before each tumbling run. It gives them just enough momentum now. And getting ready for a last tumbling run. A little bit too long here in this pause. It's going to be a double back. Round off flip-flop. Almost held onto those knees too long.
Olga Vicharova, the current all-around world champion, but finding the going rather difficult here this afternoon. Waiting for her score, she seems to know that she hasn't done too well. No, 9.25 for Olga Vicharova. And for the United States, Julianne McNamara. She doesn't figure in the all-around competition, but if she can score a 9.6, the United States women will win this meet.
This is a good event for Julianne. She opens with a double pike. She is usually very secure on this event. See if she can hit that double pike. Little break there. Little stumble. Okay. Round off flip-flop. Double pike. Oops. Big step back. And the cost of points for stepping out. I think there's so much energy being poured out by these gymnasts. They're over-rotating most of their difficult moves, especially the double pike. Tremendous effort by the Americans today. Front pike, front flip, round off flip-flop, double back, right to her hands. Deduction there. I think the gymnasts have given so much on the other three events. They're a little bit tired here. Branny into a handstand. About 4 turns there. See if she can pull this last tumbling run. Round off flip-flop, double twist, right on.
She needed a 9.6 to put the United States women's team in front. She had a few breaks in that exercise, and she looks a little disconsolate here, doesn't she? But she knew she didn't make it. She did not make it. 9.45. And there is Valentina Shkoda, the winner of the all-around competition, leading her Russian teammates to a narrow victory in the women's competition over the United States, 193.7 to 193.6.